You really don't need a whole makeover to feel like something special is happening in your space.
Alright, so I am decorating this small corner. I went ahead, which one? Screw up the screw and push on the shelf, right? Because I wanted to get this out of the way. And I am going to show you how you can create one small moment inside of your home. Ready? Alright, let's get into it.
It can come from one corner moment. Same space, just a different moment. Hi, I am Charlene, and in this video, I am creating a small moment in my living room. And I'm using exactly what I have and not buying nothing. So I do this all the time as part of what I do as a decorator. But don't get it twisted. It is really about the idea. And so because we know life is life, it is happening, time's hard. I not say no to buy nothing, right? And how you can take what you already have and make it work for you. This little corner has gone through so many changes, and if you're with me for the ride, then you have seen a lot of these changes. And this time though, I wanted to approach it a little bit differently. I did have a few ideas in mind though, and wanted to create little moments throughout my house for this video. But when you hear me talk about life alive, life alive. So for one, I'm going to put a little clip in here where I was going around looking to see what I had for the kitchen, because I wanted to do a styling to show you how I could change my small coffee station into a spice organizer. I even wanted to do a styling inside of my bedroom, showing you how you can style a shelf to create a moment. I'm going to tell you something, everything was working against me. How real this can be. Because me had the ideas in my head, but we never have the flexibility because of how the space was being used at the time to create the shelf styling. I didn't have everything that I needed to put the styling together. That's the bottom line. Everything wasn't lining up. As I tell you, sometimes the idea can be in your head and you can be ready. Maybe you get out one chair and you start to move and put things, and then you put one chair and then you're like, oh, so what else I go inside or so? What else am I going to use to fit this up? And sometimes when I probably I say to myself, Lord, I wish I could have called Charlene. Don't it? Because in that scenario today, I wish I could have called somebody, because I need help to sometimes. I need look at help too. And so instead of forcing it, I just decided to focus on one area. And sometimes too, you just not get to carry out the idea what you have in your head, the way how you see it on YouTube, or the way how you see it Pinterest ready, and how the styling is just so perfect and aesthetically pleasing. Sometimes I know so it go. Because you will start out and then you are like, me not, with the money, you want to take the picnic them lunch money and go buy Decor for setup. No. So even if it started with one piece, one chair, add a few cushions to it, put a little throw, or put one little plant beside it. Take up one plant from outside and put beside it. All of them beautiful plants you have outside where you walk, carry it come in the house. Use one piece. So that is how I started, and I just built from there. And I just add a little color and bring back some of the things that I already have and just use them differently. Right, so this is the point of the video. You don't have to change everything that you have. Just work with what is existing, and make it make sense for you. That is the important thing. It must make sense for you. Now, another point I want to make to you here is that I want you to look at how cohesive all of this is flowing, because the chairs that I've added definitely coordinate with the other pieces in the living room. And so these are the little things where you just have to watch out for. You know what I'm saying? So if you can use an accent chair too. You can use a chair that has a different color So as long as you repeat, maybe repeat one of the colors somewhere else, so that when you look at the space in totality, there is cohesion. So we're not aiming for perfection. We're not aiming for things that look like picture ready. We're not aiming for that. Just create a little moment that can not only make the space feel special, but it can make you feel special too. You can imagine you have some friends coming over or family coming over, and you probably need to create additional seating in your living room. This is an ideal way. Just find a little corner, pull a chair from another area, pull up a piece of accessory from another area, and just focus on the little corner where you do. And then that will just make you feel good too when you step back and you look at it and you're like, I did that. Floral arrangement in this. Those beautiful orchids, it came from an event. We never pulled them down yet, and we just stick it in the vase. And this vase is that vase that I had on another table. If you watch my videos then you know. We just put the little color inside of the vase and voila. So another part of the goal is to find pieces that can connect together seamlessly, right? Sometimes that's the hardest part, because we have different color in one room. I remember we spicy in Jamaica, we spicy here. So we have different color in one room. Then you come to the living room, you have another color. Just find something, and usually your neutrals will save it. I remember I was doing an event once, and everything, it just look. I'm not going to use the word perfect. Everything did just look all right. But when you're looking at the space, I remember our fellow colleague who is also in the business. He came over and I said to him, that space here just look like it wants something. I can't quite put my finger upon it. And the term that he used to me, he said, this just want one DEAD, but we're going to use a deceased drunkard. You get the picture, right? Yeah, he said just need something like that. And make I tell you, I walk all over the whole venue and find some things and fling them together. And come up with my D-drunker. You can also find a wow factor piece. And when we say wow factor, like a piece where I go spark a conversation. It's something where you have in your house where you feel like, it can look strange. It can look totally out of place too, but you can add it. And when you step back, look at it. If you're not even sure, take a picture by your phone. If you feel like your eyes are full, you take a picture by your phone and then look on it and say, And don't be afraid to move the things around, because you will see me doing that in this, to show you that when you see we show up on camera and we look like we have it all together. We have to move things around too, because sometimes it don't work the way how you want it to. You're like, how else? Turn the chair at this angle. Move the little piece of accessory. Put it up on something. Make it a little higher. Those are the little tricks. And so what I've done too is that I don't have to have guests that come at my house, because we kind of limit that now too. We don't have to have nobody that come. And you don't have to have nobody that come neither. But you can create a little moment that just make you look at the space differently. You can cozy up to it maybe in the night. All of them little things work together, It don't have to be no big, expansive transformation. It doesn't have to be that. And so you really don't need more. You really don't need more in some cases. Some of us need it, but in most cases, we really don't need more. You just need to look at what you already have differently.